starting tonight, Houston is getting 2 days of champion bull riding action downtown at Toyota Center at PBR's Unleash the Beast event.
Yeah, and Houston Life's Mel Camp went downtown to take a behind-the-scenes look at how they're preparing for this event. Yeah, let's send the Australian to the bull riding competition.
Actually, you know what? There's a lot of Aussies that do it.
No kidding.
Yeah, and it all came about.
I really had no idea.
Yeah, no, seriously. It all came about because I was like, hey, do you guys have some Aussies that I can interview? And they were like, sure thing. But the Aussie they were going to send me yesterday did so well in Denver that he was stuck in Denver.
Get out.
Wrapping up his competition. He's going to be performing. He'll be performing. It is
so you guys are really good at bull riding.
We are good at bull riding.
Better than Texans?
Ooh, yeah,
right?
I have to say that. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. I have to say that.
Yeah, we understand. Yeah. So tell us about the PBR's Unleash the Beast. Like, it's in town for just these 2 nights or something?
Yeah, it is 2 nights, tonight, tomorrow night, 7:45 Toyota Center. It's a huge event and pretty epic. We were there yesterday watching them dump the dirt ahead of the bulls arriving.
Super cool,
and,
yeah.
I mean, check this out. When I was there, 7 of these trucks arrived to dump dirt and it barely kind of hit the edges. I mean, they put in the end, to fill Toyota Center, it's 1.5 million pounds of dirt.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. And you know, I was going to say, it's really cool. They lease the dirt. Like here in Houston, they will lease the dirt for the event, and then they go, yeah, it gets.
So there's like a business around the dirt.
There's a whole business around the dirt, and in some places, PBR actually own the dirt. But yeah, there's dirt wranglers. It is a whole thing.
I mean, you're not getting all of the dirt back. It gets in nooks and crannies. It gets carried away.
And your shoes, souvenirs for folks attending.
That's weird. I had no idea that was even a thing too.
That is cool.
What is it? What do they call it in whiskey? Angel's cut. Maybe it's like the Angel's cut.
Oh yes, exactly.
It doesn't go back to the dirt.
There you go.
At the end
so well-rounded. What did you find about this sport that maybe surprised you? Is it super dangerous? I mean, that's the #1 thing that comes to my mind.
So it's so dangerous, and I think what surprised me was both the guys I interviewed, Daniel Keeping from the Austin Gamblers and Dalton. Oh no, Dalton's from Austin Gamblers and Daniel Keeping is from the Texas Rattlers, the 2 team bull riding teams. Both of them pretty much don't have a lot of teeth left.
Oh no.
Like teeth.
Yeah, their teeth.
I did see this on Houston Life yesterday. And so, I mean, was that because of bull riding?
Yeah, completely.
Their injury
Ask them
sustained?
that? Excuse me, sir, what happened to your teeth?
What happened to your teeth? Well, when you Google Daniel Keeping, when you Google his name, the first thing that comes up in Google is teeth.
Wow.
So
After his
did he
name,
get kicked?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's a number of things. Like sometimes their helmets, their teeth will get knocked out from their helmets.
They wear mouth guards, right?
Yeah, but there's a lot of force. Those bulls, there's a lot of force. And the other thing is, sometimes they get stomped on. Like, Daniel was saying he got trodden on by a bull and it broke his jaw and crushed his molars.
So given how dangerous this is, did they say what their inspiration, their motivation is to keep going with the sport?
Well, you know what? I chatted with both of them and I have a clip and it's kind of interesting to hear them talk about their passion for the sport and what gets them in it and keeps them going. So, yeah, do you want to check it out?
Yeah.
Do we have
Let's listen to it.
Yeah.
Do we have it?
Okay, let's. What does it take to be a professional bull rider?
I think it takes a lot of try. You have to love it. If you don't love something that's dangerous, then, it's too dangerous to not absolutely love it and put yourself at risk every time here. So you gotta just, adore the sport, adore everything about it, and just be thankful that you get to do it. I'm thankful for all the hard work that everybody has to put in for it, and just putting dirt in or setting up the panels, the guys that bring the bulls, and then all of us riders, every bit of it is just fascinating to me.
I don't know if it's a calling, but it's something in your heart that it's a kind of thing that chooses you. You don't really choose it. There's been a lot of people that they have the try and the will, and few succeed, a lot didn't. I think if it connects, let that sucker run and just run with it and just have fun with it.
Do you mind talking about some of the sacrifices your body has made for the sport?
It's a high risk for a high reward. I've broken my femur. Sadly, Kasel broke his at the beginning of the year. Broken jaws have been around for a while. concussions are a big thing. You know, there's a lot of. You're basically getting a car wreck at the velocity they're hitting at you at. So you're basically walking up from a car wreck every time you don't land right. You know, but if you do your job right, it pays off. So land on your feet.
It's awesome getting to come to amazing places like this where, you know, your Houston Rockets play, and then we get to do this, you know, the way we make our living. You know, bull riding's a main attraction all over the place, and some places you don't even realize, so like New York, for instance, and we'll pack out Madison Square Garden, so it's a lot of fun.
Ooh, it makes you want to like clutch your pearls. Like,
Yeah, getting into a
and
car
other
wreck every
parts
time we
too,
do it,
right?
that makes
That's
sense.
perspective.
Your whole body. I feel like they make it look quite like they're, you know, what are those tumbling people? What
Oh yeah,
Gymnasts?
acrobats.
Yeah,
Yes.
they make it look like gymnasts.
Because they get like
Yeah.
they train for this. They have a rhythm that they're in. I mean, just crazy stuff that they're doing. I once interviewed some rodeo cowboys about like, you know, oh, like this is so dangerous, and they talked about getting hurt too. And some viewers were like, you know, what are you trying to get people not to go to the rodeo? I was like, are you kidding? People love going to see this.
Yeah.
They love how dangerous
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
the ultimate contact sport, you
Yeah.
know, like, but a human against a bull. It's not like man on man. This is like beast, unleash the beast.
That's wild. He said it's worth it too, so I'm assuming the cash payouts are good?
Yeah, they will. And with PBR, like the winning, you know, people who have good rides this weekend, they'll walk away with like $50,000 in prize money.
Yeah.
You know,
And to
it's
come to events like this, then they get seen by other sponsors and stuff.
Yes,
right?
and that both Daniel and Dalton were saying they are looking for dentist sponsors. So if there's any dentists in Houston that, you know, I think that would be. I mean,
I
they
think that'd
draw
be pretty
the crowd.
cool, actually. Yeah,
Kind of makes sense, you know.
I think that's a good idea.
But yeah.
And other doctors, right? That could help with other
doctors.
places.
Chiropractor, I don't know, you name it. You name
Okay,
it.
so we talked about anatomy, we've talked about the dirt. Let's talk about the bulls. Are these bulls owned, or how are they taken care of? Do we know anything about them?
Yeah, they are. I mean, these bulls are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, they are very well cared for, and both of the riders that I interviewed, Dalton and Daniel, they both have bulls. Dalton actually has some bulls that will be at PBR this weekend. They will be, you know, competing. Daniel's bulls are like sort of a lower grade bull, so it's like these different, you know, the bulls themselves are like athletes, and then they perform at different levels.
Wow.
But yeah, and so a lot of the riders will get into breeding bulls. But Dalton was saying, because his bulls, he won't bring them to PBR. He's got a guy who's actually 84 years old who takes care of his bulls and is the one that
He talked about his handler.
Yep. So his you know, this guy will bring cart the bulls in, and it's interesting because even if you own the bull, you are able to ride it because it's a draw. So if you draw one of your bulls. But it's not like a bull rider is in his backyard practicing on his bull. Like you don't practice.
Petting his bull, like, hey, we got to do this.
Yeah.
Be my friend.
Yeah.
So you can ride. Yeah, you can.
Know
you can
who's
draw.
riding you.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. I said that. I was like, could I watch them train? And the PBR people were like, bull riders don't train on bulls. Like, you know, they only compete, which is kind of interesting. It's a sport where you practice every other way and you're not actually, you know, on the bull until it's like.
Did they let you
game
get up
day.
there at all? Or on a mechanical
Let me get up
one
on the
with your boots,
With my boots.
right?
Let's not ignore that she wore boots today.
I'm all boots, no bull. All boots, no bull.
Well, remind us when PBR's Unleash the Beast is happening.
So tonight, tomorrow night at Toyota Centre, it's kicking off, bucking off. It's bucking off, can you say that? At 7:45. So you can just jump online and Google PBR, you know, and you'll find it. It's pretty easy to get tickets.
I love it. I love when you come in the studio. As you can tell, we always have a good time with Mel.
We're gonna make this a Friday thing.
Friday fun.
We're gonna make
Can we
you get up early.
Friday fun day?
She said she's willing to.
Yeah, it's not 9. For the 9, it's not too bad.
Right?
Thank you so much for
Oh my
coming
gosh,
in, Mel.
thanks,
It's been a great
guys.
time.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Okay.